Shall I go live? Shall I go live? That's the question I've been asking myself. Aidy's supposed to be here. It was his idea that we come on tonight. And he's bleeding out. Shall I go live? Shall I go live? That's the question I've been asking myself. Oh, there we go. I think that's me again. It was his idea that we come on tonight. There, I've heard him saying cough again. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Aidy's going to be on in a minute. I think he's just about, nothing. That was nothing. He said it'd be 2 minutes. So it says I've got nobody watching anyway, so that'll be all right. Oh, there we go. Chuffing hell, that jumped up quick. Yeah, evening Raconteurs. Aidy will be with us very shortly. He's just, I think I've just woke him up. I think I sent him a message before we started, and he didn't answer and he didn't respond. So I phoned him up about 29 minutes past. Jesus Christ, got a bit of a cough going on here. I rung him up about 29 minutes past, and he said he will be on very soon. So good evening to him when he comes. In fact, there he is, as if by the magic of YouTube, and you know, all the people at YouTube. There we are. Here he is. Aid. I know I've got to add him to the thing. Add him to the stream. Add him into the stream. Add stream. Are you there, Aidy? God, this is taking time. So fucking other lot weren't fucking on. Just... Are you there, Aidy? Can you hear me? There you go. You should be on. Yes, we've got you. Can I hear you? You're on, mate. Hello? Can you hear me? Can't hear me, can you? I wonder if anybody can hear me. I could hear me when I was coming through the other end. Are you there? Hello? I'm going to try and ring you up. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ring you up. Oh, can you hear me?
I think I can hear you now.
Right, you're fucking hellfire. Jesus Christ.
I've just been trying to... Is it this one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've just heard you flicking it, man.
Oh, my word. So I had a milk spillage in the kitchen.
All right.
And, you know, you can't ignore a milk spillage, can you?
Well, no, not really. Not unless you want it to stink like fucking off milk next day, yeah.
And the bad news is I still don't have a cup of tea.
Oh, well. It's Friday night, man. What are you doing with cups of teas?
No, I have not had any.
Not had any at all?
Well, you know.
You must have had a bit.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to the early birds who are catching the worms tonight. Super Leeds. We're going to get him on a little bit later on, if that's all right with you, Aidy. He says he's not drunk, and we can always cut him off anyway. He knows when he knows he knows how to behave himself, shall we say. Google admin as well. We can hear you. Super Leeds says you can find Michael Allen as well. Hi all, hi to you, and Dom Telling Pike as well. Good evening to you, all of you. It's Friday night. We're just doing this Raconteurs After Dark thing. I'm going to be in hospital on Monday, so it's going to be the last thing that we're going to do. And Paula B as well. Good evening to you, Paula. I've just read that email that you've just sent me, so I responded to it. So thanks for that. I know it's only a really short response, but you did say I didn't have to respond, so I just thought, well, if I do it, at least if I do something, I've done something. So good to see you as well. So, Aidy, how's your day been, mate? Have you been having a good day?
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, just been out and about, see some customers come back. I actually had not an easy day, but a free-flowing day.
All right, like you were on your period.
No, actually, because I don't know what that feels like.
Men can have periods too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you've had a free-flowing day. It's been okay.
Yeah. You know, I just want to get you thinking. You know that you've heard me say a few times about how with this Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is thing,
Ah.
and how they've managed to kind of, in the mind of kids, the system has managed to make all the kids believe that the mum and dad are absolutely stupid and that the state knows best. By getting this Greta Thunberg to kind of bypass her parents and, you know, for this completely false bloody claim thing. And I think that's not the next big thing, because the thing has always been the children of today are going to be the adults of tomorrow. So the earlier they can get you, the better, which is why kids now start school at, you know, almost before they're an amoeba. You know, that seem to be in a bloody school with somebody telling them when they can get up, when they can go to the toilet.
Yes, sort of institute where even if fucking hell. Sorry.
Well, I think we can all see that Jason's got a bit of a cough. You're right there, brother.
Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. It's not been happening till I came on air, man. Fucking hell. I've been all right all night, and then suddenly I've just started fucking coughing my fucking lung up. Yeah, but it's true. It's
I just think this is the next big thing that they're absolutely going to concentrate on. Now they've started the ball rolling, and they can get the teenagers to sort of almost completely discredit anything their parents say to them, because that's the stage it's got to. I think they're just going to keep ramping that up and ramping it up and ramping it up, so that this next generation is actually probably not the first generation, but this generation will be the most affected by the state ever, I think.
Our generation, or the one after us?
The one behind us.
They're knackered. They're knackered, mate. They've got no personality. There's nothing about them. Everything's it's either flies up completely over the red or it triggers them. That's the only thing that they know. You know, is either do I agree with that? Do I agree with that? Do I agree with that? And there comes one. I don't agree with that. Triggered. That's what they do. We're fucked. We, you know, it's just going to be a fucking nightmare. When all these younger ones who are younger now that get older and start running things, it's fucking nightmare, man.
You know, it's the how can I put it? It's just like it's only in the sort of last year where they've really, really ramped up the thing with, you know, your parents don't really know anything, just listen to us instead. And this thing with the climate change thing and this Greta Thunberg has really, really, really massive pushed it ahead, like to the front. And I think that's the next goer. Because if you think about it, that gives them, 10, 15 years leap forward in 12 months?
Well, they've had 20 years of it already, because I distinctly remember after the millennium, and I remember this because I did my last gig on Millennium Eve that I thought were going to be like my last gig, and then I retired for about 5 years, but I did my last, but I remember the day after, everything, particularly Sky News, which I used to watch Sky News religiously when around about that time, so I would have been 30. What? 30? Yeah, 30 in start of millennium. But on the following day, the very next day, and there were pictures, you know, they'd have these pictures of planes flying off and these graphics of things coming out of the back room, and it were all boom, doom, 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 doom. This is what's coming along together, you know, and it were like they needed the Emperor's Starfleet fucking music as they were saying it. You know, it's climate change and this and that and CO2, and so we've had 20 years of it already. And if you think, if like what you say is right, then to go up a notch from that, from 20 years worth, is going to be quite a fucking an achievement, because you know, people do get sick of this sort of stuff.
Oh God, yeah. And sometimes, you know, you wish you could get plugged back in again, but I'm not, maybe not. I don't know. I just think I think because there are so many people now becoming aware of what's going on, they've really, really ramped up the speed at which it's going. Really ramped it up.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, of course they've ramped it up. They're always going to do that. Use every opportunity. I think we've had another school shooting out in the last couple of days.
Oh, have we?
in Los Angeles.
Is there? Oh, I've no idea.
Anybody knows out about that? I think I saw something about it. If anybody knows out, stick it in the chat box. But there was, there were another school shooting, I believe. I think there were about 6 dead, and including the shooter, of course. I don't know. But I'm just guessing. If I were to guess, I say he shot about 6 of his people. He were probably a former pupil or a pupil at the school that was disillusioned with everything. He'll have been on psychotropic drugs. He will have been an outsider, somebody who wasn't really on the social spectrum at that time, whether he was still in school or not. But you know, it's the same thing. It's going to be the same thing every single time.
It's and all that stuff that's reported in America. I think I maybe told you before. My sister's really good at being on holiday. Have you turned your speakers up, Jason? Because that's really gone weird for me.
I haven't done no, mate.
Right, okay. Yeah, my sister's really good at being on holiday, close to where there are, you know, horrible things happening. I told you, like Diana's death, 9/11, like, you know, she's always managed to be in the wrong place or in that place. And I can't remember whether it was, I want to say it was the Waco thing. I'm pretty sure it was the Waco thing. My sister was probably 30 or 40 miles from that. Was it the Waco thing or the other one? It was one of those. And when she came back to England, she couldn't believe on how it was being reported on. Because over there it was completely different. But of course now that doesn't go on, does it? Because now we've got a lot easier access to world news.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when that happened, we certainly didn't have digital TV. Or not, probably only had 4 or 5 channels or whatever we had. But the way it was reported in America was completely different to how we got it over here.
Oh yeah, it'll be different, but it becomes more standardised as we've grown and we've learned. So have they. They've known to manage these situations. These situations are volatile, and I remember from times back in the day when the NIST copy came out, and it had completely ignored the Building 7 falling in its own footprint. Just completely ignored it as if that. Yeah. But it was such a big fucking uproar about it that it would allow they had to do something about it, and it took them a long time before then they started coming out with diesel fuel flames, diesel fires from diesel generators in building. That caused the entire building to just collapse in its own footprint. Well, at the same time.
Didn't they? The original 9/11 report, they allowed them $3 million for it, and I mean, wouldn't you think that when you've got the biggest single event that's ever happened in the history of mankind happens in a country where litigation is like probably the top of a lot of people's list, they didn't even want to have any kind of inquest or anything into anybody's death about anything about 9/11, and then they allowed $3 million. I think eventually with the extra things that got added on, I think they either got 12 or 15 million dollars, which sounds a lot, but when you work out that the money that they put up for the Clinton inquiry was $30 million.
Yeah, whether he got noshed off.
Yeah, it just kind of puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? But, it's always going to be a whitewash. But you're right, yeah. What do we do about this Building 7? We'll just not mention it. Just left it off, didn't they? It's just not even in the report at all. Crazy.
Yeah, and they were long. It took a long time. I think there were lots of the Jersey girls. I think they called them. There were a bunch of 9/11 wives that lived in Jersey. As you'd imagine, a lot of the people that were in the towers that died on that day would have been in the surrounding areas. In Jersey. The Jersey girls, I believe, got a lot of publicity and got a lot of people having a look at things like that. But then they got, I think there's still, I think this, I don't know if they still exist actually, but anyway, they call themselves Jersey Girls, and they were a load of widows from Jersey of 9/11, and they were the ones who pressured George Bush and his mates into doing an inquiry. But like I said, it were an inquiry that wasn't really very good at all. It wasn't well funded. It was even, I think one of the members of the 9/11 Commission came out and said that it was as if they were trying to point fingers in different directions from day one, and that the report actually was nothing like what the truth was. And that was one of the 9/11 Commission. I can't remember who it were, but several of them have also written in books how uneasy they felt about certain things that they had to do during that commission. So it's just fucking backhanders, money, and pieces of paper. People will do for pieces of paper.
Yeah, it always. The one program that I have seen recently is that Aussie Gold Hunters, and it always makes me smile when they get this pot of gold that it's took them days or weeks or even months to dig out the ground, and it's about this big, and then they go into town and they sell it for worthless paper. Just like.
Yeah, and it is worthless paper. I mean, nobody knows the day that it's going to, when people are going to, when it's realised that it's worthless, when it's realised that nobody's accepting it anymore for value, because it hasn't got any value. It's a fucking promise for a start, so people don't have to accept it for value. God, I wish Webber were here. He could do all this sort of stuff for me. It's just fucking, I know it's crazy, but I think it's sort of, also, because I watch the very same things and I see them and they go on with the metal detectors, don't they? And then they go, they'll dig it out, and then they'll get an handful of it and put it over a metal detector, and they'll find a little lump of gold. I've seen it, yeah. And they go and give that. But again, what's that? What value has gold got, really? You can't eat it.
No, I think it's just got its intrinsic value because it's an element and because it's a precious metal.
It's more valuable than paper. I'll agree with you. Absolutely more valuable than paper. You could probably get somebody to give you, let's just for example, you probably could get the next door neighbour that grows cabbages. You could probably get him to give you 100 cabbages for a nugget of gold. Yeah, because he knows that that's got a value and a market in a bit further along the line where people want to use that shit and wear it and look at me, man. Look at me, I've got fucking gold everywhere. I'm like Mr. T's fucking, I don't know, more extravagant granddad.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got chat room in. What are they saying and what's going on? Because you know what, I'm really shit at looking.
Apple Charlotte's in there. Good evening, Apple Charlotte. We had her on last week, I think. James Owens. Hi to James Owens. I've just said that because I wrote that down to say hello to James Owens because he said hello to me and you. So good evening to you, James. Paul is in there. Super Leeds is in there as well. Everybody's getting, we've got a really good chat room, and I notice a lot of our people go into into Cookie's chat room and vice versa. So there's quite a little bit of a community that we're building up, and of course they'll be all going to Webby's when Webby does his next one. They'll all be going there. Of course they will. Yeah. So do you know I wanted to pick out a story, right? I wanted to pick out one story. And I wanted to try and try to make some sense of it as to why these fucking people that sit at home, like me, watch this crap that's put in front of them. And one of them's this. You know, they seem to be on the rise, these genealogy programs and things like that.
I'm really suspect at them.
Yeah, well, I mean, Watchdog a couple of weeks ago did a thing on them where they sent the same DNA sample off to about 5 or 6, and they all come back with complete. You know where they tell you you're going to be 44% Irish and blah, 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 and they all come back with completely different results. So they're just a load of bollocks. So that just shows you there. From there, it's a fucking load of bollocks. It's just make it into what you want it to be. If you want a DNA profile to fit a suspect that you've got that fits in with, then we'll do you that. You know, it's just, to me, that's how it is. You know, all these DNA fucking companies say, send us DNA, Ancestry and all that crap, and they're all wrong. It's all crap. It's all nonsense. So anyway, Ant and Dec have been on one, right, this week on one of these TV programs that says like, how far, who do you think you are? So Ant and Dec have both been on. And it turns out that they're cousins.
Oh, right, okay.
Who'd have thought it, eh? Who'd have just thought it? The cousins. So, oh my God, there's a connection between them. And, you know, when that came out, and I thought to myself, it made me think of a different case. It made me think of that particular case. Remember when they fucking found Richard III in a car park in Leicester?
And they wanted to move him to York.
Yeah. So they found him in a car park in Leicester. Then they did one of these.
You'd have thought you'd be fucking better at parking than that, wouldn't you?
Well, fucking a bit too low parking.
Yeah,
but and they did one of them, Richard III, and it turned out, right, he was a relative of that fucking really irritating, ugly fucking bloke who's always on telly, that fucking Benedict Combe-over snatch. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? That cunt.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So they're saying, this is the Richard III's fucking DNA, and he's a match for fucking Benedict Combe-over snatch. Oh, what's it like to be related to King Richard III? Well, I didn't fucking like him anyway, but worst at Richard's, in my opinion. In fact, Richard I fucking outshone him. Okay, we'll take him off the air. BBC Radio Leicester. Just what the fuck? What does it even mean? Don't mean fuck all, does it? I don't care. I don't care. Can't they put things on that people can care about? that are good things that people can care about.
Yeah. The one that I'm finding in music at the minute is, you know that Dominic Littlewood, the guy who's little bald and can't say his own name?
Yeah, I know that.
He calls himself Dominic Littlewood. Not Little.
Yeah.
Littlewood.
I know him.
He's got this thing now, Dom Does America.
Oh,
So he's been to like this prison and that, and he's little like in a prison officer's uniform, you know, and he's going, come on then, inmate, and talking. It's like looking at him, I'm thinking, how many fucking huge guys have they got behind the camera? You know, waiting to sort these guys out if they get a bit lively, you know, because this fucking little bald guy going to these inmates. Yeah, that's him.
That's him, yeah. That's fucking Dominic Littlewood all over.
So yeah, he doesn't even say his own name. He says Littlewood, not Littlewood.
Littlewood. That's probably what it is. He's probably Jewish. He probably is, and you know, he's fucking got his BBC thing. 'Cause he's on everything. He's like dog shit on BBC, and he's on all that shit in it. Any shit that they've got, any crap, like, you know, bailiffs are going to come and kick your door in, or or you know, fucking Mondays off school, whatever. I don't fucking care. They always have him. They drag him in, or in them three old birds that do what. Oh God,
Angela Rippon.
Rip Off Britain.
Yeah.
Angela Rippon, Gloria Runniford.
Yeah.
And come on, somebody chat room getters. Angela Rippon, Gloria Runniford, and
Can't remember.
oh, can you remember? I can't
The
remember.
tallest one.
It's another old bird, isn't it? What was she on?
What's her name?
Oh, I can't remember.
Can't remember. In chat room.
Yeah, so it's fucking hell. I know. I can see her in my face. Is it? She used to be a news reader, I think. On not K8. Not. Who did we say? K8. We didn't say K8,
no.
did we? Who did we say then?
It's that Rip Off Britain. Angela Rippon.
Angela Rippon. Gloria Runniford.
And the tall one.
Oh, who's the one? What's that one that's had? Oh no, that's Gloria Runniford, isn't it? The Irish one whose daughter died.
Yeah.
I know who it is. I can't remember her name. She's not a classic old woman, is she? Though she's like a
posh bird.
Yeah. Has anybody got it? Let's have a look. Her who did the travel show. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, we know that bit.
It's not fucking Gartil Janjo. Gloria Runniford.
Anyway, what were you talking to? What's her name? Last week. Apple Charlotte.
Apple Charlotte. We were talking to her about loads of stuff. She was really talking to us, really, rather than us talking to her. So, yeah, we were talking about all sorts of stuff. I can't remember last fucking week. I can't remember fucking yesterday, man. I can't remember this afternoon.
So, are you going to get anybody on now who's got something to say?
What, like, if Apple Charlotte wants to come on, she can come on. Angela Rippon. No, we already got that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Angela Rippon, Gloria Runniford, and another old trout. What was she called? Who would have won a travel show? That was Gloria Runniford, weren't it? Judith Chalmers.
No.
It were.
Oh, that might have been, but that's not who.
Julia Somerville.
Julia Somerville, that's it.
Who's Judith Chalmers then? What did she go on? Oh, that's her that did thingy, innit? Holidays.
Julia Somerville.
Julia Somerville. Yes, we've got it.
This is the 9 o'clock news with Julia Somerville.
Hello. Would you like to come back to my house?
Hello, darlings.
Be ripped off.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing, Jason? Getting somebody on?
Well, if you want to, man. I mean, you want to come on tonight? I mean, you got in touch with me.
No, I think it was just.
Well, why don't we see if Apple Charlotte wants to come on? Let me know. And if not, we'll get Leeds on. We'll get him to say something. He says he's not drunk, and I believe him because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but
what?
He doesn't normally have anything sensible to say when he's sober.
I know he doesn't. I think he just likes, hanging around us. You know what I mean? He's basking in our reflected glory.
If this is what glory looks like, you can keep it. Oh, yeah, that's the other interesting one I had today as well. How is it 9th or 10th of December? All the YouTube stuff's changing. Where basically any channel that's not profitable, they're just going to close. And they're trying to kind of make it into sort of a Netflixy thing, where in one way or another, you pay for the content that you watch.
I've had emails that have said changes to YouTube and stuff like that, but I've not really looked at them. It's more after I'm either fucking dead or I get out of hospital still alive. It's one of them. I'm going to look at it then when I get out of hospital. So I'm not. I couldn't fucking care less, to be fair. Couldn't care less. I honestly couldn't care less. I like doing show and I like everybody, but they'll find us wherever we do it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, people will find us. People who want to find us and find us, and wherever we have to do it. If we can't do it on YouTube, I thought this were quite an interesting interesting thing that this StreamYard's now come online, and many people who used to use Hangouts are now using StreamYard. So it wouldn't surprise me, and I'm fucking probably I'm probably closer than I really admit, but I think that StreamYard will probably set up by somebody behind YouTube. And then it'll, because YouTube at this moment in time, YouTube could say to StreamYard, we're not going to fucking use we're not going to allow you to use our platform. We're going to put things in place so you can't use our platform. That's what we'll do. And then then it'll be, well, actually, there is a thing in place where you can use our platform, but you have to pay for it. And then they're paying YouTube. And it's just, I don't know. I've been thinking about trying to get a GoFundMe together to just pay for £25 a month, $25 a month, to have the updated one where we can broadcast live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. I've thought about having that and trying that, but we'll have to see. Again, everything's really up in air. But it's really interesting that StreamYard and I don't know whether I asked StreamYard when I first got into it. I went to one of the things where these chat talks, and I said, "What happens if YouTube pulls the plug on you?" And I've paid for a year's subscription. What if YouTube pulls the plug on you? It's no good to me then, is it? No one's going to come and watch me on StreamYard, are they? YouTube's the whole fucking point of it. So, but I didn't get an answer. I didn't get a satisfactory answer. So rather than throwing some money at it, I'm going to see how it goes and see what happens. But it's only, I think it's $25 a month. If we can raise that, I mean, that's all we want to raise. Just raise that so we can pay that. Do that for a month. I think it's $25 for a month. If you pay it in advance, it goes down to about 15 or something daft. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that because it doesn't. I'm not quite with it. I don't know whether YouTube and StreamYard are in this together and just going to end up fucking us anyway.
Or YouTube will just add an app or whatever, like StreamYard, and just nick the whole thing and swallow it.
No, what? Sorry, say that again.
YouTube will just buy StreamYard, or StreamYard will be sold to, or YouTube will find some way of getting litigation against StreamYard and doing it themselves, or there'll be some bollocks written into it.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting. It's making me wonder whether it is all third party and sole owned. What's the word for it? Technology.
Yeah.
And it's not a technology that can. But I just don't. It just seems that StreamYard coming along and YouTube shutting down the Hangouts seem to happen at a very, very coincidental time. So just as they stopped, I became aware of this. And I could do this, and this would do exactly what I'd been doing before on Facebook. And it is better. I grant you, it's better. It's a lot better to work with. It's a lot better to do. It's a lot easier to set up. It's a lot easier for guests to get on. It's tons simpler. But it just makes me wonder whether, if the two are connected, then what are we letting ourselves in for?
Yeah.
Well, are we going down there? And like you said, these these YouTube things that are coming into place. I don't know when it were, but anyway, what they're writing to us all about. Again, is it all linked? Because they can then use, if they're part of StreamYard, they can use StreamYard to then completely cut out anybody who is, they can use who's saying the wrong words, saying Palestine, saying Yasser Arafat, shouting at the kids going, Yasser, fuck off. Osama, fuck off. Stop fucking bugging me, fucking hell, Yashmak. That sort of thing. So they'll listen. It's almost as if StreamYard, I hope I'm wrong, but it's almost as if StreamYard's becoming a gatekeeper for YouTube. So it's like a vetting thing that goes through. And I know people are watching us on YouTube now, but if it goes through us and then onto YouTube, it can be stopped before it gets to you after it's come out of our mouths or whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I hope that is. I hope it's going to be all right. I hope it is what it is. And when I get home and I'm right and I'm home from hospital, I might start a GoFundMe just to get the $25 a month, just to pay. That's all we want, just to pay for the StreamYard, and we'll get that going and crack it open. Then we can go on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like I said, was it last week before? Two of the richest companies in the world, Google and Facebook, and the only thing they sell is information. Yours. Yeah,
your information. Yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, me and my missus were sat on settee. We got telly on earlier on, and her fucking thing popped up and said beep beep. Her phone just went beep beep. You wanted me or something fucking daft like that? Not said all. And just like, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird, but it's not. They're listening all the time. They're listening all the time, and now it seems as though they're trying to, when they hear something they don't understand, they're probably trying to put it into an algorithm or somewhere or other, and perhaps get you to repeat it. Excuse me? Weird. Fucking excuse me from a fucking phone.
Right, talk amongst yourself for a minute. I need to go get a drink.
You'll go and get you a drink.
I never did get that cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. He's banned from Raconteurs for some reason. I don't know who that is, but if you could tell me who you mean, then I can unban him. If the person that banned him didn't have a decent enough reason to ban him, but I'm sure they probably did. You're watching Raconteurs News. It's me and Adi. We are just doing our Friday night after dark thing. It's nothing too heavy, nothing too. It's a bit of a, it's like last day of year, last day of term where you can bring in games, And so I brought with me today nothing. So I'm not going to be popular amongst the other children. Yeah, we brought in games. It's as last night. We're just talking any old nonsense that we can, and we're just trying to be with people who listen to us and say hello to everybody. James Owens, Tazzy M, she's in there. Dots is in there. Tony, Blazing, Jace, James Owens. Take the gonad comment back. I take the gonad comment back. Very interesting. Okay, he's he's got an extra gonad now. He's now got 3. What the hell? Tazzy Man, tears of Tazzy Man. Gonad. I think gonna comment back. Okay, he's Blaze definitely banned. I leads. Not normal female. Just don't do what females do. Supposed to. Let's go now. Nomad and Apple Charlotte. Blazing is blocked. So if anybody who's blocked Blazing, because it weren't me. So anybody who's in the and by the way, you do this. You police the room as you feel fit. You can do whatever you want. You've got foot. If you think somebody's banned and they should be banned, then please leave them banned. But I don't know who has banned Blazing, but it could be for something, and it could be for nothing as well. But stand by, all the guys with the spanners in the chat room. Please be nice to them, otherwise you may end up banned from them. Banned. That was a good one.
Oh dear. I am starting to get, I was on about notifications on YouTube, and how I've been unsubscribed to things, and all that is true, but the past 2 or 3 days, the amount of content that's been coming out about almost everything, what I'd call the alternative view of things. All the videos and that I subscribe to. I mean, there's not a great amount, there's not a lot, but I would say probably each of the channels that I subscribe to in the past 72 hours has put at least one video out, at least one, and some of them 2 or 3. Just seems to be a lot of information, a lot of flow at the moment, a lot of things turning over.
But is it the right information though?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's the point, isn't it?
Whether it's the right information, it's difficult to and then what do you make of it? I mean, if it's the right information, if it's news, what do you do? Let's have a look. Let's just take a quick look. I'm going to have a quick look on. I'm going to have a look on Sky News. I'm going to see what we've got here.
Well, then pick a topic and we'll rip it to bits. That's a good idea.
Sky News. There we go. Fucking hell, this whole computer.
It can't be the election, and it can't be Brexit.
Wait, you got no to talk about then, have you?
I knew you'd say that.
That's what they'll say, isn't it? Oh, this computer's very slow. Oh, hang on a minute. Extinction Rebellion are on the rise and here to stay.
Like I said, skipping the generation of reason.
Yeah, well, they're idiots. Crazed communist scheme, Labour's free broadband plan criticised. Now, that broadband plan, everybody's seen it. I've seen it today. That broadband plan, there's a bit of a sting in the tail on that broadband plan, because in order for you to have broadband, you're going to have a smart meter. So if you want the free broadband, you'll need the smart meter, which, by the way, is also free.
Yeah,
it's also free.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, floods and fires worldwide in the last 6 months. That's shining a light. Yep, that's good. We've been having them for a long time, haven't we? Floods and they come and tell you that the ice cap's melting, but it's not. If you look at different sources, you can see that it's like growing in size, but that doesn't fit with the thing. So it's always stuff that you can't prove. I cannot say to somebody, I can't go to somebody who's a climate change freak who, knits their own fucking yogurt, fucking flavoured sandals. And I can't sit in front of her and say, here's the science. This science is bollocks, this science is bollocks, this science is bollocks, this science is bollocks, and this science is bollocks. She'll not believe me because she don't understand it in the first place. So she's just taking what she's told by the television. By the way, it's our fault. It's always our fault. Why is it our fault? Why is it our fault? Why is it my fault, right, that this fucking earth is warming up? Why is it my fucking fault that there aren't enough fucking monkeys in fucking somewhere? Why is it my fault that fucking snow leopards are disappearing? Why the fuck is it my fault that there are kids in Africa with fucking cleft palates and people drinking fucking water that's fucking stagnant and kills them? Why is that my fault? And why the fucking hell do they not just seed the clouds above them in Africa? Seed all the clouds and make it fucking rain. They would fucking love it. Done. And we found a great way to fucking sort out this drought thing. You'll be able to raise crops, because what we'll do is we'll cloud seed once a month for the next 12 months, and then you'll be able to do it and do it and do it and do it. You have to help yourself. Then we'll help you get your resources out. We'll take a few quid, for his help. But what we'll do is we'll transfer some training from the people that we've got to your people who haven't had a chance to be training. So we'll get them to train them, and they can then perform things in their own country. And we'll take a cut of that because, we'll take a little cut. We're not taking a fucking lot, but we've fucking sent the trainees in there. It's just so easy. It's just so easy to run this fucking world. And they just don't. They just they pretend like it's all buffoons and fucking Boris sail on there. You can just see him, can't you? Boris Johnson with his fucking sword and taking his sword out of his suit on the back of his fucking horse. You could though, couldn't you? You'd be like, whoa, fucking don't know what the fuck is going off. Jesus Christ. Can't anybody fucking see? We've got fucking Trump, we've got Johnson. The fuck? Then they said to you, right, okay, we're going to have a general election. You can have Trump. Sorry, no, you can't have Trump, but I wish we could, because that'd be a laugh, especially for fucking snowflakes. You can have Boris, or you can have Corbyn, or you can have, you're not going to get Farage, because Farage is going to give as much up as he can to help, them, to help Conservatives. So what sort of choice is that? It ain't a choice. Fucking hell. It's like fucking... Are you having your knees or elbows shot out? IRA used to give you a fucking thing, didn't they? They used to give you, if you had a 2, 4, or a 6, 2 were elbows, 2 were knees, 4 were 2 knees and ankles, and fucking 6 were ankles, knees, and elbows. That's what IRA fucking gives you. 2 and a 4. That's what they're asking you. Which one do you want? You want a 2, 4, or a 6? Because... I'll have it. Can I have 6, please? But not fucking whole lot. I just mean 6 out of the choices that you give me. Just fucking utter nonsense. Utterly insane. There's no choice. You get a fucking dickhead with fucking patches on his arms and a load of fucking students who know fuck all about life, never mind fucking politics, fucking chasing him around because he's told them he's going to have a second Brexit referendum and he's going to fucking do this and he's going to do that. He's going to do it. They got fucking... I don't even know. It's just a laugh. Just sit and watch it. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to sit. I'm just going to watch it unfold in front of me and I'm going to laugh at people.
It's just theatre. And when you say you can't prove stuff, but you can prove other stuff. We can prove the money thing. We can prove that it's a debt-based society, etc. And politics is almost all, if not all, is it all? Yeah, I guess it is, all discussion over how to best spend money that's not yours. So if the whole of politics is based on money, and we know that the money is a lie, once you know about the money, it's impossible to believe in politics.
Yeah, but it's a little bit like Schrodinger's cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Until people realise that the money is a lie, but I mean, that's quite a lot of fucking people you're going to have to get who are not prepared to take notes off people. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just. It'd have to be something that would take it all down. We have to start again, and say let's start again and let's start again. But again, if they started again, you still get the same old fucking little wankers in power that just fucking do the same fucking shit. They would say diversity is, they'd fuck us up. That's how they're doing it. They're fucking us up by mixing us all together. It's like oil and water. People don't mix very well. It's all right for going on an holiday and coming home and fucking, but we don't mix very well. We're like oil and water. We don't mix very well, and nobody's going to win out of this. I'm not saying we shouldn't have any fucking immigration, but I'm saying we should have what we need. I mean, you don't take more pills than what you need, do you?
Yeah,
you just take what you need. That's all we need. All right, we need you. We need 100 doctors. Right, you over here in Africa, you've all got doctorates to a standard that we recognise in this country. You come be doctors, fine. Couldn't care less. But they know we don't mix. They know that people tend to congregate in areas of around people of the same ethnicities, people that they relate to. They will do that. It's not racist. It's just how people are. It's like all fucking elephants going with elephants and fucking all hippopotamuses all stick with hippopotamuses. And all zebras stick with all fucking zebras and gazelles stick with the gazelles. That's what happens. Go on, sorry.
I think you'll find it might be hippopotami.
Hippopotamuses.
I just didn't want to interrupt your flow there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, it's just fucking nuts, man. It's just a crazy crackers world. I mean,
but you know when I see an interview on TV and they're interviewing, let's say about the economy, because almost every news item in some way is affected by money. You know, they're on about how much stuff costs, and I think, well, cost, debt-based society, okay, cost. Let's really kind of think about that one. But it's, you know, they'll say, oh, is it a good thing that we've got this much inflation? And I think, hang on a minute, they're completely missing the point. And the reason that's completely irrelevant, is because of how what they're discussing actually came into being. It came into being by being a minus, not a positive. So that whole discussion they're having over there is just irrelevant. That's what it is. It's just irrelevant.
Completely, mate. Completely. I'm going to ask you to talk folk while I go and get myself a drink, mate.
Hey, who's that? Stop down stalking.
Eh? Oh, it's same man. He's a friend of.
Before you disappear. Before you disappear, get somebody on.
I will. If who wants to come on? If anybody wants to come on, just let us know in chat room, and I'll send you a message.
What? So, so Jason gets to exit stage left and leave me talking bollocks. No, the thing with money. God, I don't know how to talk about this a lot, don't I? Money. It's irrelevant. And I know that sounds stupid, but if everybody realised it was irrelevant, it really would be, and then we'd come up with a fair way of doing it. But I suppose whenever I look at any news item and they're talking about almost any subject, if you look at that and then you think to yourself, but money only comes into being as a piece of debt, 9 out of 10 times that news item will just mean nothing. It just becomes irrelevant because the whole thing is a lie. The whole thing is a lie.
It is a lie, mate. It's a fucking huge lie. Let me just take that off the screen that I put up there before for seeing man to see his stuff. I think he's a mate of what's his name? God almighty. Fucking hell. Anyway, tell him to get in touch. I've tried emailing him and sending him messages to get him on Shane Lynch.
Oh, don't know.
Shane, anyway, Shane. Oh God, you know I'm terrible with my name's thing. I must have this thing in my head where they fucking pull it out and they go, right, you know, when I try to remember something, it's like there's some fucking dyslexic hamsters in my head and they're pulling out and fucking old filing cabinets are going, yeah, I don't know, yeah, and it's just fucking does my head in, honestly. Friend of a friend, yeah, Shane Gibbs. Shane Gibbs. I think that's him anyway. I'll send him another message because I messaged him before. I'll send him another message when we're back on his feet. And
sorry, that's got no. I'm sorry, I can't let that go.
What's
That's
that?
got to be the new name for the new show after you come out of hospital.
What's that?
Back on his feet.
Hey. Oh, I might not have any then. I might not even need one sock and one foot. One shoe.
No, what am I going to buy you for Christmas?
Well, it was funny because I was laughing at it. It was funny because last time I was in, I was laughing at the bloke in the next bed to me who just had to have his leg amputated, and he had got he was a bit of a shoe man, and he got 250 pairs. I think what he'd been is he used to be. He was an old he'd been a crooner, clubs around South Yorkshire of it, back in the day over years, and he said, I've got 250 pair of shoes. He said, I've just had my leg amputated. I says, just get rid of them because you're never going to use them again. You use one pair of shoes and that's it. Because you won't want to take it off when you take it off your prosthetic, it's hard to put it back on. But I'm not using my prosthetic at the moment. Yeah. Back of a lorry news would work. I don't know what that means. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the link you need to get onto the show. And anybody wants to come on, let us know, or come on.
We'd love you to have something to say.
Yes, we would. We'd love you to have something to say. We would, and we'd love you if it was something that we disagreed with, or if you disagree with us on things. So, right, I've popped it in there. So, anybody want to come on? There is the link. 39 Chinese who didn't die news. Okay. Oh, that's good. We should call that one night. 39 Chinese who don't die news. Yes. Well, I was expecting someone to move quicker than this. Doc, you guys up for a chinwag later? Seems like Tony's holding a chinwag. Get in if you want, Tony. I've just popped the link into the film. Oh, here's Super Leeds. He's coming on, so we'll get. Don't worry, Ed. I can take him off at any time. It's easy enough. Here he comes. There he is. Shall I add him?
Oh,
he's got a hat on.
If it's a fucking Christmas hat, I'm going to kill him.
It's not a Christmas hat.
Has he got a fucking bobble hat on or what?
No. Good evening, gentlemen.
Fucking hell, it's Chris Wellington.
It's fucking cold up north, you know.
Oh, my word. Right, go on then, Super Leeds. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, you see, I find that a difficult question to answer. You give me a subject and I'll talk about it.
Oh, God. Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't think he's dead. No, I don't think he's dead. He's probably living somewhere. I mean...
I've got to check my email just a second. Go on, you carry on.
I don't know. I've not actually been in prison. I've been in lots of police cells, and it'd be very difficult to kill yourself. Very difficult. In fact, I think it'd probably be impossible.
Why? Why would it be impossible? Give us reasons why.
Have you been in one? I mean, they're just bare. There's nothing there. You've got a foam mattress, and that's it. And concrete. I mean, even if they're really small. Even if you run at the wall and try to, I don't know, knock yourself out. You only knock yourself out. You won't kill yourself running at a wall. How did he hang himself?
Bed sheets, according to James Owens.
But you can't tear them.
You can't what?
You can't tear them.
You don't have to tear them, do you? Why do you have to tear them? By the way, this is not a fucking suicide lesson class. So please don't take it as that. We're not fucking trying to encourage
I was once in.
Can we do it in mind your language style?
Oh dear me! Oh yes, I am telling you. You see, if you did an Indian accent, your head had to wobble, didn't it?
Yeah.
If you did it, yeah, I am doing this. Oh yes, it had to waddle. It had to. It just simply had to. And what about this one? Has anyone heard this one? Blackistani. You're a Blackistani.
Who
That's
said
what our
that?
kids used to say.
Pakistani.
So when I were a kid, that's what it was. They were Blackistanis. Just don't.
Madness.
Yeah, well, why is it madness? It's people, isn't it?
Is that racist?
No, of course it's not racist. It's not aimed at anybody. It's aimed at Aid. He's hardly a Pakistani. He's a
How
fucking.
come I'm not in the middle? Anyway. Shouldn't the guest be in the middle?
No, whoever comes on last, and you're not a guest.
Oh, does it
You're
move
here.
that way then?
You're here on a 15-minute probation period.
I'm doing all right, aren't I?
Yeah. Come on then, Leeds. What else do you want to talk about?
What we were talking about. All right. Going on about that. I once got arrested and I was in the police station, and I was on like suicide watch. Yeah, so it's got a window in the door, and it's supposed to check you every 15 minutes or half an hour. Can't remember.
It's 15 minutes, mate.
Hey.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I thought 15 minutes. And they didn't do. And I wasn't suicidal. It's just because I was on medication. You know, the medication I was on for depression and whatever. So they put me in fucking suicide fucking cell. And you can't get any sleep then, because they're fucking checking you every fucking 15 minutes. So that makes it even worse. So I thought, right, as soon as they check me next time, all I've got on is a pair of jeans and some underwear. I thought, right, I'm going to pretend that I've hung myself, or strangled myself with my jeans. So as soon as I went, I took my jeans off, like tied them around my neck, and then laid on the floor. And I thought, right, how long is it? Because obviously they're all cameraed up. How long is it going to take before they get here? It didn't take them long, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They were happy with me.
I remember a guy who, when I worked in Bury in Manchester, in Greater Manchester. I used to do Bury on a Thursday night. And one of the kids who came in, he used to stand next to the thing and talk to me. I don't know how much you were making of this up. I don't know, but he told me this story. He backed it up because he had before been telling me that he'd got this job in Strangeways, right, as an officer.
All right, yeah.
He said he's got his job in Strangeways, and he said one night there was this guy who was on suicide watch, and nobody watched him. And I think he went for about 2 hours, and by the time he found him, he was dead. He'd hung himself. Right? So the story was.
How did he do it?
Well, I don't know. He just hung himself.
All right. Okay.
This is the story I'm telling you as he told me. This guy hung himself, and he was supposed to. It was 2 hours later, and it was supposed to be every 15 minutes, but they'd not been monitoring him, so he was cold. So what they did is
I were absolutely sorry, mate.
Took him down into kitchens and put him in an industrial oven and warmed him up, and then put him back on the floor of the cell for the authorities to come and find him, certify him dead and what have you. So they tried to. I don't know whether it was true or not.
To cover up being dead so long, then, in effect.
Say that again.
It's to cover up that he'd been dead
so long, yeah.
Shit me. They went to that length?
Yeah, they went to that length, yeah. This is a story I've been told. I'm telling you second hand, and I don't know really what went on. It just sounds like a...
I can believe it. I mean, it can't be an easy job, can it?
Well, no, it's not an easy job. Of course it's not an easy job.
It can't be an easy job. But surely, if someone's on suicide watch, you should, and you're supposed to check them every 15 minutes, you should check them every 15 minutes, shouldn't you?
Well, listen, I'm not putting casting any aspersions on anybody to do with the prison service at all. So I'm just telling you a story, third hand, that was told
I'm
to
not
me.
either. I just said it must be a difficult job. It must be an unbelievably difficult job. I wouldn't want to do that. It must be fucking awful. But if you're doing that job, you should do your job.
Yeah. It looks like he's losing brain cells by the second. That's from Apple Charlotte. There you go. How you doing, mate? How are you there?
Me, I'm all right. I'm all right, me. Just knackered.
Well, there's still the open invitation to anybody to come on. On the show, just to have a bit of a chat with us before. This is going to be the last show we're going to do for at least a couple of weeks anyway, because I'll be in hospital next week, and that week after I'll be recovering. And
by then we'll be back on his feet.
Yeah, then we'll be back on his feet. Yeah. So if anybody wants to jump on it, super Leeds, mate, you're going to have to stop interrupting people.
Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. We'll get that. Paula B says the whole story about Epstein is not right. Something smells off. Yeah, well, we've had that for quite. It's got a bit quiet, hasn't it? I mean, like I said, is it big news, Jeffrey Epstein thing anymore? Is it? I know that I saw a thing earlier on that Prince, what's his face, Andrew, in an interview about it. I don't know whether that were right or not. No, I don't mean a police interview. I mean, obviously, to some fucking tabloid's crappy newspaper.
I mean, I'd be surprised if he'd actually done that and just even acknowledged it. Because what they normally do is just ignore it, don't they? Just completely ignore it. Don't even acknowledge that it even happened. And you know, when you stand in any court, you know, the crown that you can see is his mum's, isn't it? You know, so he's hardly going to have to answer for what he's supposed to have done, is he? Never going to happen.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get Charlotte Apple Charlotte on.
Oh, okay.
She says she'll come in a bit, but that usually means yeah. You know what I mean? Especially on the internet.
Can you say Messi in a Russian accent?
The what? Sorry.
Sin Man's just asked, can I say Messi in a Russian accent?
Messi?
Yeah. As in the footballer.
Or Messi, is in a mess.
Oh, can you see the chat?
Sorry, have I just joined a different fucking plane?
I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't, AD. He just said something about fucking what really about just said something. He said something.
Can he say Messi in a Russian accent?
Yeah, Messi in a Russian. Go on, say Messi in a Russian accent.
I don't know how to do a Russian accent.
That weren't very good. I've got to tell you, that weren't very good.
Mesky.
Mesky. Do you think that's what the Russians do? They just add a K into everything.
Yeah, too right.
Oh, cool.
Hang on a minute, Jason. You actually speak a bit of Russian.
Yeah, go on. Say Messi in a Russian accent.
No, what's this mean?
Messi.
Paka paka.
I don't know.
Bye bye.
Paka paka.
Say that again, lady.
Paka paka.
Paka paka.
Paka paka. Da.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Go on, let's say Messi in the Russian accent, Super Leeds.
Mesky.
Lionel Mesky.
I have to say, this is.
In fact, I've got a.
This is terrible, isn't it?
Fucking surreal.
Oh well, might as well go along with it, don't we?
I didn't bring that up. Did you watch the Richard Dior's latest?
Yeah, I found it very boring.
Which one was that one?
Just done one, mate, last week or so. It's just gone up 3 parts. I've watched 2 and I was bored out of me fucking tits. Richard Dior, for fuck's sake. Come on, have a day off, will you?
What was the subject this time?
It was about Thomas Mayer.
Some new guys found who's obviously tried getting in touch with Tommy Mayer and well, yeah, they were just talking about that, really, weren't they?
On what? Yeah. Tommy Mayer, who is the guy who supposedly killed Joe Cox, the MP. He was boring to me. It was boring. I don't know what that bloke he had were on. I don't know why he would trying to present him as some sort of some sort of expert in it. I just thought, you know what? Look, Richard Dior, for fuck's sake. Richard Dior, what I'd say, if someone said to me, anyway, now.
I don't know. I mean, I still think he's all right, but then I gave him a lot of information about Joe Cox, and he's never credited me or wanted me to go on a show with him.
Well, he won't. It's all set up, for fuck's sake. He's got his guests, hasn't he? He's got his Mark Johnson. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I've interviewed him myself. I think he's fucking superb. I think the grasp he's got on stuff. In fact, when I read that, you're interrupting again.
I know. I'm terrible, aren't I? I am.
Yeah. I was just saying when I saw that Jerry Croft thing on Crop Circles. Have you seen that one, Aid? Have you seen that one? Did I send it to you? When I was in hospital, I watched a video made by a guy called Jerry Croft. You know him. He does them lectures. I've sent lectures to you before. He did one about.
Yeah, I've seen some. Yeah.
I did what I said. He did one about corn circles. Crop circles, right? And although he's American, he took 3 British fucking examples and he just fucking turns it way on its fucking, tells you what it's all about. He deciphers them, what they mean, and then he sort of makes a, can he be, it makes like a, he reads what they're supposed to say, and then he makes a case for it not being human intelligence, or it says it's would it be this group? No, it wouldn't be this group. Would it be that group? No, that group wouldn't do it. They'd just do something else. This group, and then he goes through it all, and then he says the only conclusion I can come to is that this is extraterrestrial, and he's a professor, a psych professor. In America, so good, really good stuff.
Is that one on YouTube? That one?
Yes, on YouTube. Yeah, I'll send you a link, mate.
Yeah, send me a link if you would. Appreciate that. I'm watching that.
Yeah, all right. We've got someone else here. No. And go. Here he comes, walking down the street. You might think he's a fat cunt, but he's had nothing to eat. Hey, it's Buemler.
Oh my God.
There he goes.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, old awkward American. How are you?
Doing all right now. Just I just got back from doing something.
I've got to do this. Right. We know we're English, so we know that it is right now. We already know it's right now because we're English.
Wait,
Huh?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, I've been literally from one side of the states to the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
And wherever you go, wherever I've been, they'll say, right now. I fucking know it's right now. You don't have to tell me it's right now. I know it's right now. Because we're talking right now. So I know it's right now. So you don't need to
That
tell
is
me it's
true.
right now.
That is very true. How's everyone doing? Everything going all right?
I'm all right, Taylor. Thanks. Yeah, are you?
You just never know nowadays because with how crazy things get sometimes.
How are you over there in stupid America?
Well, I'm going to have to agree with what you say, and Americans, like, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but at least from what I've seen, the average Americans don't tend to be all that, how should I put this lightly? They don't seem to be in tune with the happenings of the world.
Who don't? Americans.
But then again, I feel like every country has lots of people like that. You know, it's just by design.
We've got none here, have we? There's no fucking knobheads here in England, is there? None whatsoever. We've banned it. We've banned them. Right? Knobheads have been banned. So now, if you won't see a thing. You won't see any. It's a bit like guns. You ban guns, you won't see any. You won't see any now. They've been completely made illegal. So we've banned.
Unless
knobheads. So
unless
everybody
MI5 and the CIA bring in them.
I'm trying my best.
Unless MI5 and the CIA bring in some like they did with the cocaine and the freaking and the drugs during the war on drug stuff.
Well, the
Like, we banned the drugs,
war
but we
on
were
drugs is just a war against the opposition. That's all it is.
Yeah. I forgot who started that actually. Was it Nixon or was it Bush?
Don't remember.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but
Reagan.
yeah, it might have been Reagan. He was there for a while. Freaking, I still can't believe Bush was stupid enough to try to kill Reagan. Like, really, dude? Are you that desperate to get into office that fast? Like, dude, just wait until his term is done, and then you get to be in office, okay? You don't got to kill the guy.
You know what we should do? What we should do is we should get you to stand up there and have a piss, and then get Super Leeds to open his mouth up like that and pretend to catch it. What do you reckon?
By the way, I think I might have made an embarrassment of myself in the comments in the chat in the last show.
Why, were you coming on a bit heavy with Apple Charlotte?
You're not naked.
It's all right. I don't think anyone noticed apart from me and everyone else.
You're not naked again, are you?
Wait, what?
You're not naked again, are you?
No one's naked. No one's naked. Basically what happened is I asked out our Apple Charlotte, like, yo, can we date? And of course she says, no, I'm too old for you. And I'm just like, damn, I actually didn't think about that.
I don't know what too old means.
She's 38 this month, and I'm 25.
Okay, I still don't understand too old.
Neither do I, but I mean, I don't know. It's up to her.
I think the 5,000 mile difference.
Yeah, that would probably be a that'd probably be a good reason right there. The 5,000 mile distance between us.
Yeah, but Lee, that is the closest he's ever been to actually having a relationship. So
Yes. Would you like me to convert it into kilometers for you, Taylor?
Damn it, Leeds. What happened to that fundraiser you were going to make for me, man?
It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm still setting it up. We'll get it done by Christmas.
No, don't worry. Don't you worry yourself. Don't you worry yourself. We've got word that there's a nice little bordello down the road from you, and it's run by Barbara Windsor. And she looks after the girls in there, so they should be able to sort you out for the evening. If you like, obviously, you know, if you like it all, we'll get it sorted for you. Barbara Windsor on the bounce. Don't know who she is, do you?
Nope, no clue.
You ain't got a clue. You are in for a fucking proper treat, man. You are. If you like giggly, young, blonde, petite women with huge knockers, where for no reason, the bras fall off. You know, you don't see anything. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, man.
Can I just point out that this woman was old before you were born?
Ooh,
Yes.
That's,
She's probably old enough to be a grandma. Is she
yeah,
still
that's not.
alive, by the
That's
way?
a bit of a turn off.
Is she still alive?
Fucking hell, she's only 39.
You what?
Barbara Windsor.
No, Falkwood American's bird.
Oh,
Thought you meant fucking Barbara Windsor.
No, God, Jesus, is she still alive?
no idea.
I think she is, but didn't she get cancer or something?
Ah, she had tit cancer, didn't she? That's the thing that everyone remembered her for. So she had to have tit cancer. That's what they said. You've got tit cancer, love. Yeah, you pretend you've got tit cancer, and then fucking 3 weeks later, she's back looking same, even after a double mastectomy, because she's had fucking bollocks. Fucking her with her fucking tits off. Fucking Angelina Jolie.
I'm going to say Angelina Jolie. Fucking hell.
Fuck me, what? For a start, right? It's too fucking mad to even be true. So for fuck's sake, she can't have had it done. It's just too stupid to be true. Why would you chop your tits off? Why? Fucking hellfire.
Well, she can't be any more stupid than the Tories.
It's like my daughter chopping her fucking legs off. That's what it is.
She's like, Dad. She's like, Daddy, I want to be just like you. So I want to have prosthetic legs just like you.
It's the same though. If she's got the gene that I've got, the whatever it is that's fucking me up, and they've got the gene that I've got. If she's got it, then you know it's like her chopping her legs off in order to try and stop something attacking. I don't get it.
Just in case it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I might as well cut it off now, and you know.
Yeah, there is a difference between having to do it and just doing it because you're scared of it actually happening.
But that's the thing, is these celebrities pretend that it's happening to them, right? They pretend it's happening to them, and and then they get all this. Just look at her. She's standing up and she's raising awareness of tit cancer. Do you know anybody that doesn't know what breast cancer is? Do you know anybody that don't know what fucking breast cancer is? No, exactly. I don't either. And that's the simple fucking. But we're raising awareness on it. You're not raising awareness. You're raising fucking their pockets. The people that are fucking running all this. You're putting money in the pockets for what? Just to fucking ease a conscience inside you that says, "Oh my God, I must be fucking really fucking. I must really fucking." Pay homage the fact that I'm healthy. Fuck that. It's not your fucking problem, is it? Nobody else's problem that I'm fucking like this. Nobody else's problem. Don't want it to be. But that's what people do, is they offload the responsibilities into a few quid into a bucket. That's your responsibility. You feel like it goes into a bucket, and then you satisfied yourself that money's fucking going to someone else, whereas that 3 quid or 4 quid you just put in, perhaps could buy someone a sandwich and a Coke, or even a fucking joint, so that they can sleep that night, in a tent. It's just
exactly, and that's not even counting the fact that the people she's feeding all the money to are the same people who are causing all the cancer to people to begin with.
Yeah. You're right there as well. A bit cynical for your age, but
Well, I mean, I'm just. It's like when you take a look at like the ingredients and the bio and all the shit that they do with foods, and like anything that you eat or drink, some of that stuff causes cancer, like sugar.
Yeah.
There's like what was it, cornstarch or whatever? You know, they try to mix that in with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that causes cancer.
Yeah, that's genetically modified, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Genetically modified. I should be more specific. Basically, they're genetically modifying everything to get people sick, both physically and mentally. So that way they can't do anything.
Yep.
And yet these celebrities just continue to defend them, and because if they do try to stand up against them, you know what's going to happen. Gunshot to the head. And they'll, of course, say, oh, it was suicide. It was suicide. The classic suicide explanation. You know, like with John Lennon.
He didn't commit suicide.
Wasn't that the explanation they gave? Was that he committed suicide?
No, he was shot outside the Dakota building.
Yeah, he was shot outside the Dakota building, which is about, is it 45? About 63rd, 64th Street, isn't it? Something like that? Or is it a bit further up?
It's opposite Central Park, isn't it? It's the place where the film Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, it's on the west side, yeah.
Yeah, so the Dakota building. He was shot by Mark Chapman, a guy called Mark Chapman. He was supposedly, but anyway, apparently the guy that was on the door that night, the doorman, was ex-CIA, and apparently they think that he was the one that shot him, and not.
Probably was.
Not. It probably was. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I think people are. Yeah, the Lenin hoax shooting. Yeah, same man. Now we were talking about the shooting. There were different aspects. People had different interpretations of different things, and from what I remember, not from what I remember, from what I've heard from guests on here like Mark Devlin and Matt Conspiro, is that it was there were questions regarding the doorman on the night, and of course. Chapman actually got a photo of Lennon as he left, and then killed him on the way back. That's supposed to. He got a photo of him as he left the building, but and killed him on the way back. So very interesting case. You should look into it more. You do all you can, but remember.
Just like with the Robert Kennedy story.
Just a minute. Taylor, what you've got to do, right? What you've got to do with all these things, all this information that you process, you have to decide what's good and what's just utter nonsense. And you've got to be able to work that out. Otherwise, you'll never get through. You'll just fucking get up and go on to working at Taco Bell and fucking doing note for the rest of your life. Or whatever, go on to a good career. I don't know. You could go on a great career and fucking be a great scientist or something, but all I'm saying is that if whatever you're listening to, just take it with, just take it with a pinch of salt and make sure that you know what's bollocks.
Yeah, use process of elimination, basically.
It's not. Say that again.
Process of elimination, basically.
Yeah.
Like just like taking all the ideas that have been presented and then look at the evidence, see which one sounds the most reasonable, and then just go with it, because. Otherwise, you're probably just going to believe something that sounds like absolute nonsense. Like Oswald being the lone assassin in the Kennedy assassination. I mean, that's the best example of bollocks right there.
Yeah. As he sounded, this is Tony who's put this. As he waited for Lennon to sign the latest Lennon LP. Yeah. Mark Chapman, I think his name, the one who they got anyway.
Gentlemen, I need to go to my bed.
All right, mate. Well, we're only going to be another 5 minutes anyway, so we'll if you're really knackered, mate, we'll bid you adieu, and we will see you on the next show.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Whenever that will be. Cheers, Aid, mate. Speak to you tomorrow.
All right, Bob. Yeah. See you later.
Night, Ed.
Night.
Yep.
I see him.
Right. Well, anyway, we've got about about 5 minutes left. See how long we go. Shall we go on? Let's have a look on what's going on in the chat room. We've got Same Man, Super Leeds. You're on there. Fantastic, Steve. It was Oswald. There was a huge magnet in the boot of the car. Ooh. Shield Destroyer. Good night to you as well, James Owens. He's away. Night, guys. Fuck, he's away. I don't know what that means. Night Aid, yeah, that's it. Night Aid was sweet. That's Same Man and Dot and Tassie Man. So, boys, I'm going to give you, as long as you can keep this going, I'm going to give you something. What do you two boys want to say?
I just asked, what book did he have?
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, did you say that? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
No, I didn't hear your question, but yeah, Catcher in the Rye, didn't he? Catcher in the Rye, yeah.
And do you think that's strange? Have you ever read that book?
Yeah, but what if that's just put there? I've not read that book, actually.
I've not
But
read
if
it.
that's just put there, just to get people like you thinking, all these, can you connect all these people that have had Catcher in the Rye?
But it makes you think, though, doesn't it?
Well, everything makes you think, surely.
Yeah.
Does it make you think good things or bad things? Does it make you think about something that's not that important, that's not going to get you anywhere near to truth?
But then, is there something in that?
A good book to read is Double Cross. If you've ever heard of that one.
Double Cross. Who wrote
One
that?
written by Chuck and Sam Giancana Jr.
Is that like that Japanese porn that you watch? Like cartoon porn?
Oh my god, man! Don't tell us your life secrets, man. We don't need to hear them.
Anyway, Jason.
Yeah.
Whoever asked, I'm not on camera. Fine.
Come on, get on with it. What do you want?
There's your Messi in Russian.
All right, well done.
Yeah. So I'll pop it there.
Excellent. Messi, eh? Where did you get that from?
My mother bought me it for Christmas, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know who Lionel Messi is, Taylor?
You must do.
Nope.
Really? You don't know who Lionel Messi is?
Nope. I'm not a. There's a lot of things I don't know that I probably should.
But there's certain sports people that kind of transcend, say, football fans, and even Americans will have heard of him. And surely Messi's one of those. You've not heard of Messi?
No, I pay no attention to sports whatsoever.
All right, none.
No, I'm not a
like
fan of
ice
sports.
hockey?
I've never been a fan of sports ever.
Ice hockey.
Okay.
I'm a weeb, remember? I sit in my room all day and watch anime. That's what I do. Don't got time for sports.
What sports kind of popular in Washington? Is it ice hockey?
I'll tell you what, Taylor, have you heard of Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yes, I have.
Right, then Lionel Messi is him in Europe.
I'd say it's probably better than that.
It's not. Europe and America are similar sized continents, and Odell Beckham Jr. is known better in that continent as just as much as Europe. So, I know Messi goes.
I'm no expert on American football, but
Well, I was just trying to gain some sort of idea of what you were talking about.
okay. Sorry, yeah, all right, yeah, sorry, I understand now.
American football, though, it was freaking where it's just barbarians just running into each other, freaking like they're trying to, they're trying to make it like they're trying to compensate for something. Like, look at me, I got these big muscles, and I'm freaking going around and slamming into people.
So when you were at school, Taylor, what sports did you play?
I didn't play no sports in school.
No, but you must have had to do some kind, did you not?
No. Well, what I did was for physical education, PE.
Yes.
I joined a Well, I mean, it depends on like what day it was. Like if it was raining outside, we would stay inside and like we would play like maybe basketball or
Did you like basketball?
uh it was okay except for when the ball hits you in the head. That doesn't feel too good.
It's better than an 18-stone man taking you down to the ground.
Yeah, definitely. Oh God, I can't. I've never played. I don't think I've ever played football, like American football, before, and I don't think I want to. Oh, but honestly, the sport that I hate the most it has to be soccer. I cannot stand soccer. Yeah, the football.
Really?
It would be football for you guys.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm being polite.
Yeah, the reason why I can't stand it is just because my parents would just constantly freaking force me to go outside and help my little brother practice like his soccer skills as and when we were kids. Even though I didn't like it, it was just over and over. It was and like my dad was always just going on and on about soccer this, soccer that. I'm like, God damn it, dude! Can you think of anything besides fucking soccer? And it just like left the impact on me.
Was your dad a soccer fan then?
Yeah. He played soccer as a kid, and he made my little brother get into soccer, and he's
And you didn't fancy it all then?
No. The constant pushing from him kind of turned me off of it.
Well, Jason's from Sheffield. They don't like soccer either.
Even though we've got a team in Sheffield that's above you.
Oh!
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I've never understood is why do people get so enthusiastic about watching teams performing live on TV? Like, say if it's soccer or basketball or whatever, they're like, whenever they see a score, they're like, yeah! Or if their team's losing, they're like, get the fuck out there, do something, stuff like that. Getting so enthusiastic about it, even though it has nothing to do with them whatsoever. Like, I don't get it.
No, me neither.
It was worse than that. I mean, well, it probably still is to a certain degree. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. But I mean, the guys that meet up just to have a fight. Different sponsors. I mean, that's what they did.
They do.
And still do. Not so. You probably don't understand, Taylor, but I mean, they'd meet up on a Saturday and they'd travel to a different town, whoever they were playing, and they'd meet up and they'd just to have a fight.
Wow, that's why? Just why?
And that was their fun. That is their fun.
Well, then again, some people also have fun by going to other people's houses and throwing bricks through their windows and then running off. So there's also that, or TPing their trees and then running off.
Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up because I'm knackered. I want to go to bed. I've got a joint. I want to sit on my settee and smoke my joint and say hello to all the people that arrive in front of my eyes under this hallucinogenic, evil drug that has taken control of me and my fingers for the last 2 minutes. Yes, it's time. We'll say tonight. We'll say goodbye. So, listen, thanks for listening. I'll be back as soon as I'm out of hospital, as soon as I'm sorted. I'll be back on. Don't worry about it.
Just before we go,
Aye.
I just want to wish you all the best. I'm sure everyone else does.
Yeah, same here.
We'll be thinking about you, and I hope everything goes all right.
Top man. It will do. I've got a guardian angel. We'll see you all again very soon. Thanks from us and thanks from Aid as well. I'll see you as soon as I see you. It's all right, and I mean that sincerely.
Can I say one more thing first, Will?
Go on, then.
I'm sorry, Apple Charlotte for the other day. I'm sorry about that. Making a fool out of myself in the chat.
He's sorry, so sorry. Good night, everybody, from Jason Super and Oakwood American. See you again soon. Look out for Raconteurs news because we'll be about somewhere, probably in your thoughts and your dreams. Ta-ra a bit.